This is Augustana Sportscene, a weekly update on Viking athletics at South Dakota's largest private college. Now, let's catch up on the action and excitement of Augustana athletics as we roll our Augustana Sports Update for this week.
Last weekend, Coach Tom Billiter's Augustana men's basketball team defeated Southwest Minnesota State 70-65 and the University of Sioux Falls 70-58 at the Elman Center. Against Southwest, the game was tight the first half as the Vikings took a 29-28 lead into halftime. In the second half, the Mustangs moved out to a 51-45 lead before Augustana came back down the stretch for the hard-fought win. Cameron McCaffrey led the Vikings with 16 points, with Brennan Olson and Casey Schilling scoring 13 each. Alex Richter added 11. For the sixth straight game, Augustana led in rebounds with 36, including 11 offensive rebounds. Then on Saturday night, the Vikings came out on top over USF before a charged-up crowd of 3,805 at the Elman Center. Fans were treated to a seesaw first half, which ended in a 28-28 tie. The teams continued to slug it out in the second half before Augustana pulled away to claim the victory. Cameron McCaffrey was at the top of his game as he scored 36 points in 40 minutes of play. Three freshmen also came up big for the Vikings as Daniel Jansen scored 12 points, while Zach Huskin and Casey Schilling both grabbed 6 rebounds. Huskin also dished out 3 assists as the Augustana men improved their record to 7-0 on the season with a 3-0 mark in NSIC play. In women's basketball, Coach Dave Kraus' top 10 ranked Vikings rolled over Southwest Minnesota State 79-44. The Augustana ladies led 39-18 at halftime and kept their foot on the gas in the second half to claim the 35-point victory. Freshman Riley Nordgaard led the Vikings with 15 points and 11 rebounds. Shantiva Ashley also knocked in 15 points to go along with her 5 assists. As a team, the ladies racked up 16 steals, tying a season high, and converted 27 Mustang turnovers into 35 points. Then on Saturday, Augustana powered past the University of Sioux Falls 92-56 in front of 3,013 fired-up fans at the Elman Center. The Vikings charged out to a 47-29 halftime lead on their way to their 7th consecutive victory of the season. Lydia Nelson led 6 players in double figures as she scored 16 points. Alex Feeney added 15, Tammy Coyne and Emily Schulte 13, Riley Norgard 12, and Shantiva Ashley 10. The Augustana women canned 12 of 23 three-pointers and out-rebounded the Cougars 44-22. In wrestling, Coach Jason Reitmeyer's number 14 ranked team rolled past Northwestern 42-6 and Dakota Wesleyan 44-6 before falling to Division I Air Force. Winning twice for the Vikings were TJ North at 125 pounds, Nate Herda at 149, Sean Hattlestead at 157, Parker Swanson at 165, Tim Weber at 174, Jeff Nielsen at 184, and Jade Docken at 197. And in indoor track, Coach Tracy Hellman's team got their indoor season underway competing in the MSU Open in Mankato. Runa Falk finished first as she broke her own school record in the 3,000-meter run. For the men, Justin Cook won the 800-meter run, and the 4x400 relay team also claimed first place. That's our sports update for this week. We'll be right back with men's basketball coach Tom Billiter. Stay with us.
Augustana Sportscene is brought to you by Sanford Health, improving the human condition, and by Mid-Continent Communications, part of our community, part of your life. Augustana Sportscene is also brought to you by Graham Automotive, real service, real value.
He's got the strength and is making it look easy.
Show renewed strength. Whether it's our physicians, therapists, or athletic trainers, Sanford offers the finest and most integrated orthopedic team and services around.
There's nothing he couldn't lift right now.
For the everyday competitor in all of us, Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
Meet Rob Moore from Aberdeen, South Dakota. As a Mid-Continent service manager, he makes sure our service techs have the tools to keep customers ahead of the technology game. Rob also keeps busy coaching youth football teaching kids both the fundamentals of the game and good sportsmanship. Looks like Rob's a game changer in more ways than one.
I'm Rob Moore, and we're good people here in Aberdeen.
Hey, look, shooting star. Make a wish.
I wish we could lie here forever.
I wish this test drive was over, so we could head back to the dealership.
It's practically yours.
Test drive.
But we still need your signature. Volkswagen Sign Then Drive is back, and it's never been easier to get a Jetta. That's the power of German engineering.
Joining me now is Augustana men's basketball coach Tom Billiter. Well, Coach, last weekend at the Elman Center, it was a lot of fun as the Augustana men picked up 2 victories. It started out on Friday night, a very hard-fought game, but the Vikings came out on top over Southwest, 70-65.
Yeah, it was, it's always a good matchup between us and the Mustangs. For some reason, we're kind of I think a big game on their schedule, and obviously they came out to play hard. And I don't know if people realize, that exact team won our postseason NSIC tournament last year. They didn't lose a player. I mean, that's a good basketball team. And going into the game, I wasn't exactly sure what was going to happen. Thought we'd play hard, but never quite knew the result, and really didn't know it till the end of the game. It was a very hard-fought game. I thought they played well. I thought we played well in spurts overall. I didn't think we played well either night, to be honest, which is exciting because we can get a lot better, right. But well enough to win. And Cam, they did a nice job on him in the first half. But the second half, he really got his key baskets when he had to, and down the stretch. And overall, grow, as you well know, you got to win at home. And so it was early in the season. We've got a lot of young kids we're playing, but they're growing up fast. And again, I know we're talking about Friday night, but both nights were just really nice wins for the team and for the program. For our school, the crowds were great. Students were here. Augieholics were in full force, and just a really fun weekend.
Yeah, it was a great win over Southwest. And on Saturday night here, the Vikings, it was an electric atmosphere in the Elman Center, over 3,800 fans there as we took on the University of Sioux
Falls.
With bad weather.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah. But what was it like for the guys to play in that atmosphere?
It was fun. You could tell. It's so funny. My wife on Saturday said, "You don't even seem very nervous." And I said, this game I'm not nervous about because my guys will come out ready to play. The games, the Jamestowns, and those games make you nervous because you never know how your team's going to come out and play. Friday night I wasn't 100% sure that maybe we were overlooking them, not because we didn't respect Southwest State, but because we were looking to the USF game. So Saturday you go through your routine. Obviously you want to win, but kind of a fun afternoon of preparation, fun day. Knew our guys would come out, play hard. Crowd was as loud as we were hoping for them, then some. You couldn't even communicate plays to your players. As you well know, going throughout your entire career, people forget that's how all the crowds were back when you were playing and coaching in the arena. And when I was at NDSU in the '90s, and we averaged 6,000 a game. I mean, that's just how it was, and it's fun to have that type of an atmosphere. And fortunately for us, we've had great crowds. We've been top 10, 5 in the nation in attendance for 20 years at Augie, which is a real, really just a huge, wonderful advantage for us. It's a huge home court advantage. And we just have great fans. So fun night. Glad we played well enough to win. But this team needs to and will get much better, has to get better to win on the road.
Well, one guy who likes the bright lights is Cameron McCaffrey, and he's sure lit up on Saturday night. 36 points, Coach.
Yeah, finally, we just found out for Player of the Week. First time he's ever won it. We've had now Cody Schilling won it twice since we've been in the league. Lee Stevens won it once, but we're the only team that played that week. And now finally Cam. So we're never, I guess, having the players that are Player of the Week quality. But he's a 2-time All-Region player, averaging 21 a game, and he just this weekend scored 52 points in 2 games. And probably the last 80% of our key points in both games down the stretch in the last 10 minutes. And, still Cam can get better. Some defensive errors he's got to improve, some openings on some passes he probably should have thrown. But what he does best, he sure did. And not only did he score points, he hit free throws and played every minute, played 40 minutes of the second night, which isn't easy to do.
Yeah, it was a great weekend for Cam, showing a little more maturity as a senior leader. And the Vikings, it doesn't get any easier here. We hit the road. We've got finals coming at us. Winona State and Upper Iowa this weekend, Coach.
Yeah, Winona, very good team, preseason, top 10 team in the country. Just everything. So, it was kind of like us a little bit last year. Teams really get incredibly excited to play in number one. Number two, you're still finding yourselves and finding some things. And I don't care where you are in what part of the season, you're always, tinking a little bit here and tweaking this and doing that. And I think, when you've got an inside player like Vetty, they've got a very solid perimeter. They've all been there before. A very, very good team. And then Upper Iowa just reminds me of Bemidji a year ago. Upper Iowa had all these kids the last 3 and 4 years. They got knocked around a little bit as freshmen and sophomores, although beat us, and continued to get better. And they are a very good basketball team. And I was very impressed with their preseason Division I exhibition games and scores, and then to see what they're doing this year. I got to tell you the truth, I'm not surprised. They played very well against the Missouri schools, and they're winning on the road. And it's a veteran club. They remind me, again, I'm repeating myself, of Bemidji a year ago, who won our league when they had never even been in our postseason tournament, and then came back with those same kids and won the league. Upper Iowa could be the exact same story.
Well, fans, if you don't believe it, Upper Iowa beat Winona here early in the season.
At Winona.
And Winona was the preseason pick, and obviously everyone's talking about them. This is a tough road trip, Tom.
Oh, it's going to be brutal, and they all are, but this one's not going to be any fun. And hopefully the weather will cooperate, winter hit, and what have you. But it's funny, it's the first time we've played in our blue uniforms all year Saturday night. I have never seen our kids in blue this year. So first road trip for half my team, never been together on a road. Could be a good and bad thing. It's great for bonding. It's kind of fun. It is the first one. But, things are a little bit different, routines different. And as you know, reading day's Thursday. We're actually playing the first 2 days of finals. Some of my guys are taking some of them early. Most are going to have to take them online. Proctor, it's going to be a crazy weekend for all involved. And I'm anxious to see how our team reacts to all of this.
Yeah, well, Coach, you are 7-0, 3-0 in the NSIC. Off to a great start, so keep it rolling.
Thanks a lot, Bill.
1, 2, 3, break! Today we come together, united as a human family. Today we share the same stage, the same commitment, the same dream. Today is not just about the ceremony, the flags raised at the end. It's about what it takes to get there, the commitment, the finest training, and digging deep when the moment depends on it. Today we come together to improve the human condition.
With 25 years of experience and an outstanding trio of dentists, Doctors Berdahl, Fayok, and Swingdorf, along with their caring team at Sensational Smiles, are passionate about developing long-lasting relationships. Sensational Smiles will partner with you to keep your teeth clean for a lifetime. Also check out our cavity-free club for kids with Sammy our mascot at sensationalsmilesforyou.com. Call 332-4751 now for a sensational smile every day.
You can be part of
something bigger.
At Sioux Empire Federal Credit Union, you'll have more than a place to do your banking.
As a member of Sioux Empire Federal Credit Union, you'll receive interest refunds on your loans, actual cash back every month.
They're the loan leaders. They even gave their members over $91,000 back last year.
And no hoops to jump through.
Just a place to do your banking, where you are the focus, not profit.
Sioux Empire Federal Credit Union. Yesterday's values, tomorrow's technology.
Midconet Extreme Wideband. 3 levels of extremely fast connections with exceptional capacity to choose from. Extreme 1.0. Exciting speeds that start out faster than anyone in the region. Extreme 2.0. Exhilarating speed for gaming or streaming. Extreme 3.0. Extraordinary speed for the whole house. It's among the nation's fastest. 3 extreme speeds. Only from Midconet Extreme Wideband.
Build your own bundle and save today. xisnext.com.
We're back, and with me now is Augustana women's basketball coach, Dave Krauth. Well, Dave, last weekend was a fun weekend at the Elman Center. The Viking ladies, at the time we're filming here, ranked number 7 in NCAA Division II. We're home. We took on Southwest Minnesota State, got a victory, took on the University of Sioux Falls, got a victory. Great weekend. Dave, let's talk about the Southwest game first.
Well, that's a scary game. You know, they're struggling a little bit trying to find wins, but they've got players. But they've really gone through some changes. They lost their assistant coach, which Megan Doyle ended up taking that job early this fall. And then have a couple junior college kids they're trying to work in, and a couple of new kids, and changing offenses. So I mean, you'll kind of go into it not feeling you know as much as you'd like to, but. I thought we defended them pretty well and made their shots tough, and their top scorer really had a hard time finding shots, and then we got our offense going, and it kind of went our way.
Yeah, and Riley Norgard, freshman from Canby, had a great ball game.
I thought both Riley and Cammy Coyne came off our bench in both nights, really, over the weekend. Gave us nice shots in the arm, and Riley, as a true freshman, I think kind of catches people's eye a little bit more. She's just got some ability and just some of those instincts that you really don't coach, where she tends to be around the basketball all the time. So, we had good balance both nights.
Right. Yeah. Well, after the great win against Southwest, the Vikings playing the new rival, the University of Sioux Falls, Saturday afternoon. It was special here, over 3,000 fired up fans in this place. Dave, what an atmosphere.
I had a couple of kids that actually are signees, but recruits that texted me that I didn't actually talk to them after the game, but they said, wow, what an impressive atmosphere that was, and so they were excited about being part of that in the future, and it was of course what you'd like to, if you're going to call it a rivalry game, and we I thought it gave us an advantage. Boy, it doesn't take much to you make a play or two, and that crowd's going to keep you energized. So it was all we hoped, and of course the game itself went the way we hoped to.
Yeah. Well, in the first half, University of Sioux Falls started out pretty well and actually had the lead on us, I believe. And then at like 23-22 or something like that, and then wow, we just exploded and went into halftime with a nice margin.
And we are, maybe that kind of a team where we're probably going to have some real spurts. And we did had a real nice spurt that opened it up in that first half, and again in that spurt had a couple of plays that probably really got the crowd involved, and so it was just a fun night, and sometimes as a coach you feel like you're smarter than you really are when they're making baskets and playing defense.
Right. Well, it was real good coaching Dave from the three-point line. 12 out of 23. Wow. But it's fun when they go in.
Yes, and that really is. I mean, sometimes everybody's heard the expression, you live by the three, you'll die by it, and but I think that was a good number for us. Not only did we shoot them in, but I think the number of three-pointers that we attempted for the type of team we have is probably where we'll be most nights. And be nice to think you're going to make over 50% every night, but they went in enough to, like I said, just keep us energized and the crowd into it, and it was a lot of fun.
It really was, and we can't let this pass. One of the highlights of the game was Emily Schulte. I think it was off a turnover, a breakaway or whatever, brought her down, and we'll show you here, but behind the back pass, I think to Shantiva for a layup, and I thought the place was going to explode.
Yeah, and we're on the bench, and I'm thinking it, and I know the other coaches are thinking it, and I think Megan Stadler, one of our GAs, actually verbalized it. She said, "Oh, here it comes," and so she does that once in a while in practice too, and of course, like I said, it really ended up being kind of a special play. Put a little frosting on the cake. At least in the second half there.
Yeah, well, fans that have watched us, and if you haven't, get over here. Emily Schulte and Shantiva Ashley are worth the price of entertainment in the backcourt, two really quick guards. Well, Dave, it's on the road here. We have finals coming at us. It's a tough stretch to be a student athlete. We play Friday night at Winona State.
And, not only are they a very good team, and particularly at their place, but like I said, I mean, this is really our first on the road. I think our Northwood game at a neutral site out in Hawaii had some of the components that you sort of would face on the road, but not the hostile crowd. And so we'll have some of those things. It'll be a little bit new for us, and like you said, you throw in the fact that they're trying to juggle finals and are going to have to rearrange some in order to do this. All those things are those variables that you just don't know how each kid will react.
Yeah, and then on to Upper Iowa on Saturday.
And, that's a game that, with their record, and, they've started off a little slow record-wise again, but I don't know if trap game is the correct way to, they're very dangerous over there and have potentially an explosive team, and especially at their place, so it'll be a tough weekend.
Well, 2 tough games for the Vikings, but they'll be ready to go, so good luck, Coach Krauth.
Thanks, Bill.
How do you hold a moment? Keep friends and family close. Witness the passage of time. Replay the glory days. Relive magical nights. Create memories to share. How do you capture a lifetime? One picture at a time. Life Touch. Photography for a lifetime.
Timing means everything here at Sanford, where experts have the skill to make split-second decisions when life hands you the unexpected. It takes a team to be the best, prepared and connected to a network of care, to life-saving treatments, ready before you ever need us. Your heart, our hands, connected. Sanford Heart.
There you go. All right. Good night. You too.
I'm going to dream about that steak.
I'm gonna dream about that tiramisu.
What a night, huh? But can the test drive be over now? Head back to the dealership.
Oh, yeah. It's practically yours.
Sorry.
But we still need your signature. Volkswagen Sign Then Drive is back, and it's never been easier to get a Passat. That's the power of German engineering.
Joining me now is outstanding senior women's basketball player Lydia Nelson. Lydia, great to have you back on Augustana Sportscene again. We talked last year, but Lydia was so popular and the ratings were so high that we had to bring her back again this year. Lydia is from Lake Preston, South Dakota, and after an outstanding high school career there, she had to pick a college. Why did you choose Augustana?
I chose Augustana just because it had a small town feel. Just the community makes me feel really welcome here. And I just remember on my visit, just walking around, everyone was friendly and waved, and I liked it a lot. And I like Sioux Falls. It's not too far away, but it's not too close to home.
Well, we like Lake Preston too. The divers up there at Lake Preston, and
oh, yeah.
So we're happy that Lydia's here. Well, Lydia, 3 great years of basketball, and now it's senior time. And wow, are the Vikings rolling, 7-0. Talk about the ball club.
I'm very excited about this year. We really have a team effort going on. We have a very deep bench, which has helped us out a lot thus far. I mean, if one of us is struggling a little bit, we have someone on the bench that can pick us up and help us out a lot. So very excited. We have a lot of energy too.
Yeah, you do.
Going on, so it's a lot of fun to play.
It's a lot of fun. You know, your own game, I've watched you and the fans have watched you from your freshman year. What do you feel has maybe been your biggest improvement as a player?
Probably one of my bigger improvements is my outside shooting. In high school, I was just the big girl that would get the ball and just go up under the hoop, and I've had to make my range bigger so I can hit three-pointers every now and again, and some of those inside shots that were easy for me weren't as easy now in college, so I've had to discover some different moves. So
yeah, and Saturday night, last Saturday afternoon actually, at the Elman Center, big crowd on hand, over 3,000, and Lydia got to show you that range as she hit 2 3-pointers. That had to be the thrill, that ball game.
Yeah, it was so much fun. There was so much energy. It was just so exciting. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, great win for the Vikings, and the future here comes forward as Augustana has a string of NSIC games coming at us, still have 19 games to play. Lydia, let's switch gears a little bit. What is your major and future plans?
I'm a business communications major, and I plan on getting an internship this spring, and then after that, graduate in May. That's the plan. Yeah. And then looking for jobs, marketing area, advertising, something like that.
Okay, TV land, here's one of the great employees, future employees of Augustana College here. We're on a recruiting mission. Lydia Nelson, who's marketing, business communications, basically, so hire her. All right, and last question. Been around Augie for a while, Lydia. Reflect on what it's been like to be a player in the program here and also a student.
As far as being a student athlete here at Augustana, there's an incredible amount of support from everyone. Just walking around campus, people know your name, your teachers, oh, hey, good game. You really get that sense of warmth from everyone, and everyone makes you feel very welcome and well known, and it's just a great feeling from everyone.
Well, it's been a great feeling for us to have you here at Augie. Lydia, we got a lot of ball to go yet this year, so good luck to Lydia and the Vikings.
Thank you.
Hey, look. Shooting star. Make a wish.
I wish we could lie here forever.
I wish this test drive was over, so we could head back to the dealership?
It's practically yours.
Test drive.
But we still need your signature. Volkswagen Sign Then Drive is back, and it's never been easier to get a Jetta. That's the power of German engineering.
With 25 years of experience and an outstanding trio of dentists, Doctors Berdahl, Fayok, and Swingdorf, along with their caring team at Sensational Smiles, are passionate about developing long-lasting relationships. Sensational Smiles will partner with you to keep your teeth clean for a lifetime. Also check out our cavity-free club for kids with Sammy our mascot at sensationalsmilesforyou.com. Call 332-4751 now for a sensational smile every day.
He's got the strength and is making it look easy.
Show renewed strength. Whether it's our physicians, therapists, or athletic trainers, Sanford offers the finest and most integrated orthopedic team and services around.
There's nothing he couldn't lift right now.
For the everyday competitor in all of us, Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
Meet Rob Moore from Aberdeen, South Dakota. As a Mid-Continent service manager, he makes sure our service techs have the tools to keep customers ahead of the technology game. Rob also keeps busy coaching youth football, teaching kids both the fundamentals of the game and good sportsmanship. Looks like Rob's a game changer in more ways than one.
I'm Rob Moore, and we're good people here in Aberdeen.
How do you hold a moment? Keep friends and family close. Witness the passage of time. Replay the glory days. Relive magical nights. Create memories to share. How do you capture a lifetime? One picture at a time. Life Touch. Photography for a lifetime.
Let's take a look at the Augustana sports calendar for this week. The semester is winding down, so it's a brief schedule of Augustana sports activities. But on Friday, December 14th, both the women's and men's basketball teams hit the road at Winona State University in Winona. That's followed by doubleheader action again on Saturday, December 15th at Upper Iowa University in Fayette, Iowa. And Augustana athletics information. The Augustana women's basketball games can be heard on KXRB AM 1000 and worldwide on the web at kxrb.com. And the Augustana men can be heard on KIKN FM 100.5 and worldwide at kikn.com. And for complete information on Augustana athletics, go to our website, goaugie.com, where you can also get tickets by going to goaugie.com/tickets. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next week for another edition of Augustana Sportscene. So long, everybody.
You have been watching Augustana Sportscene, a weekly review of Viking athletics at South Dakota's largest private college. Learn more about Augustana College in Sioux Falls at augie.edu.